Have you ever thought about what stages the bread that comes to your table at every meal has gone through from past to present? Which states have used it until today? And what benefit of wheat has provided to our health? We know that wheat, which is one of the plants grown since the earliest times in the world, is one of the important foods in human nutrition. Although there are approximately 50,000 plant species that human beings can use as foodstuffs, 60% of the world's energy needs for nutritional purposes is obtained from grain crops consisting of wheat, corn, and paddy species. 20% of the energy needs of the world population and 40% of the grain-based protein consumed in the world are made from wheat. Of course, it has been inevitable that such an important product has an important place in the historical development of humanity. It is understood from archaeological excavations that wheat was used as a basic nutrient in the early years of human history. As a matter of fact, in the excavations carried out in the region called the Fertile Crescent, which forms between the Euphrates and Tigris, Mesopotamia, and is believed to have been the first agriculture, 10 to 12,000 years old wheat samples were found. According to the evidence we have, wheat, whose first production began in the Neolithic New Stone period, has been an important food source throughout human history. Its homeland is Mesopotamia. There are many grain goddesses in Mesopotamia, and they usually have pictures on cylindrical stones. A very rich bread variety is seen in Mesopotamia. It was observed that in Sumerians, a civilization that emerged in Mesopotamia, olive oil or melted butter was added to bread dough, and various buns were made by adding spices, fragrant herbs, cumin, black cumin, fennel seed, saffron, sesame mustard, and watermelon seeds. Turkey in the province of Konya, in the presence of common wheat contained in the homes of about 9,000 years ago for the first time in Çatalhöyük. Molecular phylogenetic studies have been conducted to prove. As a result of the studies, it was understood that the human communities who lived in Çatalhöyük in the Neolithic period grew good quality wheat for the bread and consumed it as food. According to the results of the previous archaeobotanical analysis, the bread wheat in Çatalhöyük, the existence of straw scraps was known, but its existence as a grain of grain was not understood. Wheat grains were found in excavations, pyramids in Egypt. Numerous murals feature examples of planting, harvesting, transporting, and storing wheat. In ancient Egypt, the grain god is depicted with wheat ears in his hand. It is known that in Egypt, cereal cultivation was important, especially around Fayum, Icon, since 5000 BC, and when Egypt became the province of Rome, it was used as an important grain production area for the whole Roman Empire. The first name given to Sais wheat, which was cultivated by the Hittites and Peruvians, was the Hittite word zist. Later on, it was called Cs and sometimes Caplica. Wheat is cultivated in Spain and Italy. It is resistant to diseases and paced with its single spike and tight, cavous shell structure. It has been revealed that CS wheat, which is known as a highly competitive species in arid conditions and poor soils, has a higher oil content and a higher yellow lutein ratio than bread wheat. It has also been observed to be richer in terms of protein, phenolics, tocopherols, and carotenoids as a functional food compared to other types of wheat, as well as having health benefits associated with whole grain consumption and a low glycemic index. Antiquity, or early age, is the period when human history begins. It is the name of the period until the Middle Ages, Approximately BC, it is a period between 5000 to 5500 years. In ancient times, wheat and all foodstuffs made from it were used to sacrifice to the gods in various sacred ceremonies. Besides being consumed for food in daily life, traditionally, wheat was separated from its shells in a stone container. The advice of the founder of the Hittite Empire, "You will eat the bread, you will drink water," shows us how important bread was in the Hittite world. The order of Hittite Empire, "Eat your ration," here it means grain, equals to grain, wheat. "Do your duty" is another example showing the importance of bread. In other words, if the new king and his rulers did not follow the counsel of the deceased king in his will, they will neither eat bread nor drink water. The country that fell into the hands of the foreigner will become uninhabitable in peace. Respect for the gods should never be faulted. In the price list given in the Hittite text, 1 parasut of wheat is 1 shekel currency. During the excavations in Turkestan, BC, around 300 BC, and in China also in the 2800 BC, there is evidence that wheat production was made in Central Europe in the 2000s BC. In the ancient Aegean and the Mediterranean world, Demeter is another ancient god whose symbol is wheat. Demeter, the goddess of the earth, fertility and abundance, often has pictures of wheat while holding ears of wheat. Its name is explained as Demeter, Mother Earth. In ancient Rome, Ceres is the goddess of agriculture, especially grains, and is seen with wheat ears in her depictions. Today, a large number of archaeological excavations carried out in Turkey were found traces of ancient wheat and regermination of these seeds in some places. Studies on the cultivation has increased near the districts of Konya, Çumra, Çatalhöyük in Turkey, Akdeniz district of Mersin, Kütahya, Seytomer was found in the grains wheat bread, and Ispatar Yalvaç. The place of bread in Turkish culture has always been very important. In the nomadic period before settling down, unleavened breads called yufka or lavash were made. These breads were able to last quite a long time. As we know, it is still a method used in bread making today. Later, a wide variety of bread flavors and varieties have emerged with the settlement and contact with different cultures. The Istanbul bread culture in the Byzantine period is as follows. The wheat coming from the Thrace could not meet the needs of Constantinople, now Istanbul. The emperor stated that the people of the capital were fed with wheat from Egypt. Egypt's annual wheat production was stored in Alexandria Wheat Warehouse. In times when the wheat from Egypt was sufficient, the administration had to take measures to prevent the people from going hungry. The emperors gave priority to providing the daily bread of the people, as the flour shortage sometimes precipitated bloody uprisings. As it is understood from the sources, wheat has been used as an important nutrient in the past and in the future, and continues to be used. It is a food that will never lose its value and importance in the future. We share with you, we stated how the wheat that decorate our tables has held benefit for us. See you in the next program. Stay healthy, stay on NTR TV.